Hi, my name is Mike Schwartz and I'm the Managing Director of iTECH Minerals. Today I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Ask iTECH, and today we have a question from our shareholder called John. And John asks, iTECH has been releasing a lot of rockchip results from Reynolds range lately. Can you explain the strategy behind that, and when will you start doing drilling? Thanks in advance, John. So that's a really good question, John, and you're right, we have been releasing a lot of rock chips recently. So basically that comes from a strategy that we want to go out into the field and understand all the different mineralisation styles that are present at Reynolds range. And the best way to do that is to get on the ground and crack some of those rocks with a hammer, and then take some samples and send them into the labs to get them assayed for a whole suite of elements. So historically there has been a lot of gold exploration in the area, and the people that have done gold exploration in the past generally only analyse their samples for very few elements because all they're interested is in the gold. But when you're looking at base metals like copper, antimony, silver, lead and zinc like we are, particularly at the Scimitar prospect, there are a lot of other elements that can be very useful in tracking down where the best mineralisation is. So we've been going back to all those mineralisation occurrences and old workings in the field, taking samples and analysing it for almost a full suite of elements. So some of the other elements that can be very useful are elements like arsenic, antimony, bismuth, cadmium, cobalt, indium and thallium. Now, having assays for all those different elements can really put you in on the right spot to start drilling. So it's a lot cheaper to go out and take rock chip samples at the start and make sure you've got those right suite of elements in the rocks above where you're going to drill to indicate that the right style of mineralisation is there, than actually just drilling holes blindly without all of that information at the start. So we're building up our confidence at Scimitar and in the reward area that we're now getting indications for all those types of elements, and having those styles at surface above significant geophysical targets that seem to have volume and scale. Now, that's a real win for us. So that's why we've been doing all the rock chip sampling out in the field. And so when we get those assays back and we get significant values like 15-20% copper, and we get 1,000 grams per tonne silver in it, we're then obliged to release that to the market, because what the rules are for publicly listed companies is if you have any information that may affect your share price, then you have to make the market aware of that. So you'll see more rock chip samples from us, and this is all an ongoing cheap way to make sure that we're developing our drill targets in a very scientific and methodical and robust way. But you'll also see us getting out in the field and assessing all the logistics for getting those drill holes ready for drilling as soon as possible. So at the moment we're trying to get onto the ground at Scimitar and drill before the end of the year. So stay tuned for ongoing results from our field mapping campaigns, and also updates on when we're likely to start drilling at Scimitar in the near future. If you have a question for myself or any of the iTECH team about any of our projects, please jump onto our website and send it through, and I'll try and answer it for you and any other investors. As always, please make sure you subscribe to our email list and our YouTube channel so that you never miss an update in the future. Thanks for watching.